on this slide, but then I want to give you also some overview on what we have done so far. So we started in October with the preparation for the project, and we also did at the end of last year a survey with the aim of getting all stakeholders involved. We did not such a bad job, as you can see here. So the dark blue is the roles that have been involved in the first survey, but we identified end of December that we haven't been able to manage that everybody that is required is responding, and that's why we started a second round, and the light blue participants are the ones that we captured so far, and we're still looking for more in order to make sure that we have the complete picture for the as-is analysis, and we have some weak elements on the consigners and shippers, and also on the infrastructure managers, where we're collecting also some more feedback. Otherwise, function-wise, it's quite well distributed. So it's not only IT, it's not only operations, it's not only management, but we have a good mix of everything. And also the mix of company sizes is sufficient. So we're not biased in that perspective. And as mentioned, some of the early results. So the light blue ones are the ones where we have some extra activities. And also today's workshop is under that theme. Next slide, please. So what we found out, some snapshots. We have asked the question, how satisfied are you with the service quality of the CT suppliers? And only 32% said it's good, then 27% say it's sufficient, but we have quite a large percentage of respondents that say it's below expectations or it's even far below competing modes. And that is, of course, a warning, because out of the low percentage of shippers that we had, all of them said it's far below competing modes. So there's definitely a motivation that it needs to be improved. We will collect more shippers and already have started that. So maybe the picture is going to be a little bit more positive, but the message is clear. Combined transport is not where it should be. And that's also a good motivation for the bridge project to move forward and do that fast. The same question on the data quality, so more specific only on the data, not the whole service quality. It is, some say it's good, the majority says, well, it's sufficient, but it's not excellent. And then we have another roughly 30% who say it's below expectations or below competing modes. Sorry, so this is also confirming the service quality picture, that there is definitely room for improvement. Next slide, please. We also, one of the questions that we ask is, how big are the hurdles in interoperability by stakeholder roles? Where do you see the main issues? And the result was most of the stakeholders see rail and port and rail as hurdle, but also railroad, which would be combined transport. Only if it's not a multimodal transport, then the percentages were less. So the hope is that with the new TSI telematics in implementation, and then we can also make sure that at least the data exchange and some of the process harmonization should happen, and that can help to improve these interoperability hurdles, if we can also make sure that the standards that exist can work and be more interoperable than they are today. Then hopefully this is a valuable step towards improving these feedbacks. Good outlook perspective is where we ask what do you expect in 2030? And definitely one of the examples is that the large majority said, yes, we believe in standardization, that it will help. And only 7% said, no, it's not the answer, but the majority says, yes, it is. So we addressed it within Bridge on from multiple angles and in multiple work package and demonstrators. So we are positive that we can add some insights and make some recommendations for further improvements.